Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rebecca, the creator behind EY Becca. As you might be able to tell, I have moved into a different room. Well, we are in the progress of moving into a different room. And I have created such a collection of fabric. I have already organized these downstairs in the past, and I have brought them upstairs. And I have so much fabric. I am definitely going to be going on a fabric buying ban for the next little while because like this is insane. Like I don't understand how I've managed to fit all of this and stuff that you're not even seeing that's all behind you right now into these shelves. Over the last couple days, I have been clearing out this room and reorganizing it, as well as bringing all of my sewing goodies upstairs. It has taken so many long trips of up and down the stairs, and not to mention carrying heavy things, so that has been a fun time. But I will definitely show you the final result of the room because I still need to get some other lighting or steal some other lamps because there's several lamps around here, so I might still take one of them and bring them in here. Like the lighting's perfect in here. It's because the walls are white, it's so much more brighter, and there's a window. My little kitty cat. But anyways, let's get to organizing all this fabric and putting it away and cleaning up the room again because I thought I had it all finished earlier, and then I was thinking about it while I was sewing. I'm like, I should bring up my fabric. That would be a great idea. So let's get to doing that. All of this is like lining fabric, and then we also have all of this in a huge pile. I'm just currently trying to think of where I kind of want to put some of my stuff, especially like my tables and my extra tote bins and stuff. I was just thinking like I could move, because I got a bigger ironing table, or ironing board if you will, so I was maybe gonna put it in front of the window, which I'm debating about. And here's the thing, I can always go and change these things, like they're not permanent. And that's the beauty of this, like I always love rearranging. That's one thing I always did when I was little, like I would just start rearranging my room. I'm like, okay, let's just move my bed over here, and then move it over here, and then, yeah, so I'm just thinking, because like I could always, I just want to have like all my sewing and all my market stuff all in like one room. Like I don't want to end up putting those elsewhere. Like I could even move like a couple things out of the closet, and then because there's a light on the floor in there, so I could always just move that and put those in there, which I might do. This is a thought and process here. I'm gonna put this and I want to make something with this. I have so many projects on the go. I shouldn't pull this out quite yet. Just set it up top there. I was going to try to use my new mic, but it's actually dead, so I guess we will have to wait on that. Anyway, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, whatever. You do you. You have fun. Yeah. Honestly, I think that works so much better because for when I'm sitting at my desk and I need more of like a background, I can hang up the purses and stuff there. So when I'm not in market season, and I can take them out and like it'll be easier for like pictures and stuff like that, which is great. But I think we will definitely gonna put these over here for sure. Like that's. I mean, it's not gonna matter because like I'm gonna have to take all of this out on Saturday for my market, but put that there, I guess. I'll just put this back up here for now. What are you doing? Don't try to eat that. You can sit by it, but no eating. No, we don't want to lose that. My little tripod for my camera. I'm honestly really debating about not using these for this season, and like I found an alternative, but it's great. It just needs a couple more screws because it is a little loosey-goosey, and that's fine. We can fix that for sure. But the only thing is like it doesn't collapse, which is such a pain. Like if you do markets, you know, like it is so much better if you can find collapsible items, like, and if you have a smaller vehicle like myself, then I think I'm going to do some more research and find something as an alternative for this, and then leave this as like a potential permanent, or for when I do bigger booths, then I can bring it type deal. But for now, I think it's time to. She took this out from, oh, here it is. I was gonna say, like, she took it out of the tree and then decided she wanted to chomp on it. And I need to find a better spot for that Christmas tree too. Like, I can't leave it out anymore. Now, see, I have so many towels too, like, have I done anything with the towels yet? No. The skirt that I have in process, we need to finish that now that we have a proper serger. And then my work in progress pile. I have like 4 started at this point. I don't think you're gonna want to really watch me sit here and fold everything, so I'm just going to quickly time-lapse this and just make it easier for both me and you. All folded. I have some pretty cute ones. I think I might turn these into a makeup bag. I have 2 of them, honestly not really sure. I had a plan for these, but we're still deciding. It's definitely gonna be a tote bag, but of what kind and sure. And I got this fabric the other day. It is actually from Sears, ironically enough. And then we have two nice, very light pink curtains, lace curtains. And I think I might turn those into a lace bag or even add them to the bottom of some jean pants. I have a nice list of things that I want to sew this year in 2026, and that is definitely one of them. I also have this yellow one. I'm unsure if I want to cut her up or use her also as a tablecloth because she is also adorable. I did notice as I was folding her up, she has a small little hole. There might be more. I do inspect all my fabrics too before I end up using them as well. I know there are a couple of stains on this pink girl, but we will work around all the stains, and the stained pieces will just unfortunately have to be thrown out because I do not use those pieces. And I know Value Village and the local thrift stores do an amazing job of thoroughly checking each and every piece before they send it out to the floor. So I know it is thoroughly checked, but I also check for myself too because I just need that extra, like, what's the word? Basically that I ended up looking at them and I know that they're fine. I just need to put all of this away and then put a couple of other smaller things away in the room, and it is, I think, finally done. I'm so excited to show you the final look after seeing how the room was on a couple of days ago. There is a crazy change, and I am so excited to see what I will create in here. Now that my sewing room is all finished, there are a couple things that we still need to do in here, like add some pictures and stuff like that to the wall. I might even add one of my banners up there or something else. I'm not sure. I've seen a couple of these paper chain tutorials on TikTok. I don't know if you've seen them either, but like I might make one and then add that there. I'm not sure yet, but let's go through a tour of my new room. As soon as you walk in, you can immediately see obviously all the tote bins. We might find a different spot for those, I'm not entirely sure, but here is a quick overpan of the room. As soon as you walk in the room, you can see all of my market supplies, from my tables to all of my tote bins. In this bottom tote, we have all of my market displays, from my tablecloths to bags to even some ribbons, as well as a couple signs. In the second tote, I pretty much have my laptop sleeves, my business cards, some extra smaller little items, coat hangers, and some other little baskets. Everything in this tote is all of my products, from makeup bags to vanity buckets to mini wallets. The list goes on. On top of the bin, we have a few other market display items, some Christmas inventory, which I need to find another spot for it, some other signs. Some of these need to be changed because the prices aren't what those are anymore. Right beside the tote bins, we have my extra batting, another market display, and the Christmas tree that I use during my Christmas markets. This is my dedicated fabric stash corner. It is full to the brim at this point. I pretty much keep all of my lining fabrics on these two shelves. Down here we have some towels, some extra exterior main kind of fabrics. Next up we have this huge tall bookshelf that is absolutely full. We'll start down at the bottom here. We have a lot of Christmas fabrics from when I made those oversized bows. And then we have some extra tablecloths, some lace. I have exciting plans for this. And then we have some other main fabric. This pretty much, this whole bookshelf, I put all of my main fabric on. We got this adorable Winnie the Pooh one, which I'm so excited to use as well. We also have pretty much this entire shelf except for 3 fabrics, these 2 and that one. They are all, those ones are bigger pieces, but these ones are more smaller pieces, if you will. We have more of our purples as well as this adorable one. I'm so excited to use that soon. And then back there, you can't tell, but it is hard to see, but we have another layer of fabrics, which there's about 3 rows. And then we carry on to our pinks and yellows. We have another row back there as well. We have some blues, some lace trim, and then we go up to our last little section of fabric, which is our blues and our greens. There is another layer back there as well. And then up top we have this pre-quilted fabric as well that I thrifted. I have exciting plans for this too. I think I'm going to turn this into a couple bags. On top of the bookshelf we have an extra lamp. This shell dog, I don't even know where I got him, but I've had him for years at this point. Extra Winnie the Pooh fabrics. So these are Bristol board that I cut up into smaller pieces so I could wrap my fabric and have it a bit more organized in this sense, which I absolutely love this. It looks so pleasing. Beside the bookshelf, we have some extra smaller pieces of batting, and then we have this shelf rack, if you will. I will be hanging my purses on here that I have finished. I just have an upcoming market this weekend. On the top shelf, we have my bin that is full to the brim with scrap fabrics. Then we have some work in progress pieces on top. Right beside it, I have my great grandma's sewing basket, which I have some things in, not a lot, but a couple of goodies. A lot of stuff that I don't really use. I need to go back through that. This picture I painted. It is a paint by numbers. I need to hang that up this week. And then right below on the bottom shelf, we have some extra photography, like props and stuff like that for when I take product photos, just a bunch of random stuff in it. Right beside it we have my punch needle stuff from the yarn and some other cloth material. I also have one of my bigger rulers that I don't use that often, so I just leave it down here. Beside it we have, I forget what this is called, but it's like the shelf liner, but it's grippy. And then I also have a big roll of fusible fleece. And this bag is full of filling for when I make my bow bag charms. Right beside it, we have this comfy little lounger thing. I don't know what to call it. Just for when I need to sit and edit videos and stuff like that. I just thought this is comfy enough. It's perfect. So I have a blanket for when it gets cold. Beside it, we have more fabric. Yes, I know, more fabric. Some towels, some blankets. This, I need to find somewhere to put this light. It looks nice. And beside it, we have my ironing board, and we continue over to my desk. Right in front of the ironing board, we have this little table, which I found absolutely perfect for when I have projects in the works, and I just can pin them up and have them right beside me, and then I can just move them directly over to the sewing machine, which is perfect. So I have a couple works in progress that I need to finish up, some tote bags and stuff, and then we can pull this table right out of the way, which is beautiful. I knew I had to bring up more storage, so I brought up this guy. It does have a lot of my little sewing goodies from
zippers to patterns to just more thread to little things to extra bobbin, just pretty much everything. This is kind of where I store all my extra patterns and stuff. And then we have my smaller little ironing board for smaller projects. 2 bigger rulers, which are beautiful. On top of all the drawers, we have some work in progress pieces. As you will notice, I have multiple work in progress stations all throughout this room in piles. But these ones I was just kind of waiting for a walking foot before I could finish these. And then another one that we need to cut up, as well as my iron and my spray bottle. And then we move over to my desk. Right in the back corner, we have my serger, which still has yet to be threaded. We will get there. I've been doing so many other things recently that I've just haven't got there yet, and I honestly have been dreading it at this point, so we will get there. Right beside my serger, we have my case for extra stuff for my camera with some scrap fabric on it. And then we have both covers for both of my serger and my sewing machine. And right beside that, we have my case for my camera, a little light up kitty, a bag of goodies for when I go and drop off stuff at my local shop that I add my goodies in. And then we have a little coaster that I made from punch needle. Right above it, we have a little organizer that has some of my fabric labels, some of the tabs, some bigger labels, some ribbon and some stickers, some more vinyl stickers, old labels, more stickers, and some empty ones here. Funny enough, this was actually one of the first couple projects I made for myself. I found that I needed somewhere just quick, easy, where I could throw some of my little scraps from when I'm cutting projects and stuff like that. So looking back, you can definitely see it looks good, but it obviously needed improvement, and that is exactly what we have improved at. And so looking back, it's kind of crazy to see how far we have come in a year. This is honestly one of the best things that I think I have thrifted, and I will say that a lot, but it definitely is. It fits all of my bigger rulers, my notebooks, other notepads, some of my sewing scissors, and other kind of sewing tools. It also keeps a lot of my smaller technology pieces, as well as pens, markers, hand sanitizer, other smaller scissors, more hand sanitizer, more rulers, and just like a bunch of random stuff. So it can fit a lot, and I'm so glad I found that. I have these little stickers, which are amazing. I mainly use them on my thermal label printer, and they work so well for printing quick, easy stickers to add to like bags or to add to like different products and stuff to stick to the back. So works perfect. At the very end of my table, we have a whole bunch of serging thread and some extra ones as well. Some cleaning products, so I can always make sure my table is nice and clean and there's no extra thread laying around. I just have this out right now so I can charge it for my upcoming market. I have my square reader and my power bank. You stay right there. I have my case for my camera. We'll just put that right back up there. And then another project that I need to finish tonight. I want to have this ready for this weekend. And then, move that out of the way. But we have I have not one, but 2 giant mats. I currently have it shifted one way just because it won't fully fit across the table. Like, this table does extend, but as you can see, it has like a lift down, so there's that. Then on top of this mat, we finally have reached my sewing machine, and right beside it I have all my little clips. Again, another little basket I made myself as well with thrifted fabric, so obsessed. I need to make a bigger one for myself, but that is my sewing machine. It is an LB7950. It is a Brother, and she works so well. It is also an embroidery machine, which I keep that attachment down in there. This is a weird chair to use. Yes, I know that, but honestly, it is the perfect height that I need with this table for the sewing machine. Like, the best thing about this chair is the fact that as I'm sitting, I'm not hunched over or up too tall, which, like, I found was happening a lot with my last table and chair, which it was an adjustable chair, but at the same time, like, this is perfect. Like, I don't feel like I'm hunching over too much. Like, yes, I know like, it's the perfect height for me, which I love. And the best part about it is, as I'm finishing up a project, so say I'm sewing, I grab my piece from here and I start, and I'm like all finished, like I could put it here beside me. But if I have too much stuff here, which you know is inevitable, like I'm messy sometimes, but I keep it clean. I will organize it back. I put things back after I finish using them, so that's the thing that I've gotten into. But if I'm doing a lot of different projects, then I need more space, or I'm trying to cut something or whatever, then in that instance, which I have been doing a lot more, to be completely honest, I can finish sewing and go and just set up beside me here, which is beautiful because I have tons of space here. Honestly, it just makes it so much more convenient. Like, before, when I was sewing downstairs, I felt that I just was more crammed and I didn't have as much space, whereas now I have stuff beside me for after I've pinned up all the projects, and I have them here, and then I can just quickly move them to the other space here or beside me, which is beautiful. Or worst case scenario, I can put them back there too. So, which is so much better. Like, I just found a lot of the time I was kind of like running out of space, or I had to move some of the stuff in order to cut more fabric or to do this or whatever. So this is so much better, and I cannot wait to sew so many more projects, which I should definitely end up doing tonight. We have a couple things that I want to sew up, and I cannot wait to show you. Yeah. Anyways, I am so glad. I hope you enjoyed today's video and seeing my new sewing room, because this is absolutely incredible, and I'm so glad that we actually did this. I've been wanting to have a craft hobby room for years and never really had the opportunity to do, or have the really extra space to do it in, and to make it cute and make it mine and make it cozy. And obviously we still need to make it cozier. Like, it's getting there. We are in the progress of that. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should definitely go check out my page. I do post all of my most updated lists for all my upcoming markets, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye!